Welcome back to Amethyst Adventures. And if you're new here, let me welcome you to the channel for the very first time. Now let's jump right into these projects. For project number 1, I've started off with a wooden shadow box frame, which I picked up at Job Lot for 88 cents. I'm also using 2 of these wooden rounds. They come 2 in a pack at Dollar Tree, and I'm simply gluing them to the frame. I come back in with my favorite Rust-Oleum ×2 Ultra cover in gold metallic finish to complete the look, and I love the way these came out. I hope you do too. Today I'm participating in the 5 Under 5 DIY Challenge, hosted by Cove DIY, Farm Charm Chic, and their guest host, DIY Craftaholic. Links to both their channels, as well as the playlist, will be in my description box below. So now let's move on to project number 2. For this one, I've started off with 5 of the Dollar Tree splatter screens. I removed the screen portion and I'm just going to be working with the frame. I take each one of those frames and I cut them down to the size I want and shape them in that half moon shape that I'm going for. Then I come back in with my cutter, with my box cutter, and I cut slits into my styrofoam disc and come back in with a scissor to widen each one of the slits. I then begin placing my rings, and I'm doing them concentrically from large to smaller. The one thing that I wasn't too happy about when I shaped some of the smaller rings, some of them got a little bit wonky. But I think in the end, I captured the spirit of the Z-Gallerie piece I'm trying to do. Let me know what you think in those comments. I used hot glue and pieces of popsicle stick to secure my rings in place. Then I come back around and touch up all of the areas of black paint. I top it off with a top to a candle that had been used, so this was an item I had on hand for free. And there we have it, DIY number 2 completed. And I think I captured the spirit of the Z-Gallerie piece I was trying to do. So let's move on to our next project. For my next dupe, I'm going to recreate the Z-Gallerie taper candle holders. Using these Dollar Tree water squirters, I'm going to cut off the tips and come back in with my sanding square to give them a smooth finish. I'm also using some large dowels from the Dollar Tree as well, and 1 wood plank. I measure out equidistant to place my dowels into my wooden plank. I use nails and wood glue to secure them. And I'm sorry I get a little bit out of frame here when I'm putting on the caps. So please excuse me for that. So I nail and then glue each one of the dowels in place. And once that is secured, I clean up all the wood glue. And then I secure each one of the ends of the water squirters in place. And I do apologize for getting a little bit out of frame here. It was a tall piece. But I think that I captured the spirit of the Z-Gallerie piece here. Let me know what you think. For my next dupe, I'm gonna recreate this Z-Gallerie candle holder with the leafy garland. Using a small Dollar Tree mirror, I covered the mirror with blue painter's tape. and some old speaker wire I found in my shed. I am using Gorilla Glue and hot glue to secure the speaker wire around my mirror. I then place in my cylinder vase and continue to wrap the speaker wire around that as well. I give my mirrored base with the speaker wire and my leaf garland that I got from Dollar Tree as well a couple of coats of silver finish metallic spray paint. And then I come in and attach each one of my leaves to the speaker wire with hot glue. And I think this one is absolutely amazing and my favorite of the day. Let me know what you think. For my last dupe, I am going to recreate the Z-Gallerie candle holders. I'm using a splatter screen from the Dollar Tree, a 2-pack of these silver bowls, I only use one of them, and that pack of wood pieces that I thrifted some time ago. I believe it was $1.50 or $2 and it came with like 12 pieces in the bag. So I'm using one of the wood rounds and I attempt at first to use the wooden spindle piece by taking the screws out, but I couldn't get both of the screws out, so that was a problem. After removing the screen portion of my Dollar Tree splatter screen, I'm just going to be using the frame here. I am going to attach that to the silver bowl. But before I do, because that spindle was not working, I cut down a piece of wood dowel and tried to attach that to my wooden round here. It wasn't strong enough to support the candle and cylinder vase, so I had to rethink that idea. Now here I am using my hot glue gun to punch 2 holes into my silver vase. And then I'm going to put the frame of my splatter screen in, turn it over, and secure that with hot glue. As you can see, my dowel and wood round are on the side drying. But honey, this is where I got on the struggle bus. Let me tell you, it was not pretty. So when I tried to suspend the dowel in the middle of my piece, it was not strong enough to support my cylinder vase. So I came back in with a piece of Dollar Tree plunger handle cut down, and I used that instead, securing it with nails and with glue to the bottom and allowing that to dry. I'm sorry I stepped a little bit out of frame right here, but that is me putting a screw into the bottom of that silver bowl to secure my plunger handle piece. Once everything was dry, I came back in with 2 coats of gold spray paint, and this one, honey, tell me this one is not beautiful. She nailed it. Yes, she did. I hope you like all of the pieces that I created for you today, and I hope they gave you inspiration to recreate some of these expensive decor pieces that you see in the stores. You can make them yourself at home. Thank you to the host of the 5 Under 5 DIY Challenge, that is Crafty Cove, Emily over at Farm Charm Chic, and their guest host this week, DIY Craftaholic. If you liked today's video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It helps out so much. And consider joining the Amethyst Adventures family. It's free, it's quick, and honey, it's easy. Just go ahead and click on that red subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you will know when I upload a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching today, and until next time.